Hello, hello, and howdy everyone. My name is Moonman, and today I have a massive announcement. We just got news as to when the Alpha 2 for Ashes of Creation is going to come out. That's right, the biggest news of the year. We've all been waiting for this. I think the unfortunate reality is it has been delayed, but that said, the Alpha 2 for Ashes of Creation will come out in October of this year. So sure, that is a 1 month delay, but when it comes down to it, not that big of a deal in my opinion. Less than a month of a delay. I think we all can agree that we'd rather play something that is stable, that we can continuously play, rather than hopping into something that has a bunch of bugs and is crashing all the time and all that fun stuff. So come October, we're going to be able to access a lot of the amazing features that the team has been working on over the past couple of years. Things like large-scale PvP, dynamic server meshing, crafting, gathering, all of that fun stuff, dungeons, raids, etc. Certain things will not be available though, and that's important to note. I think some of the highlights here are we won't be able to play the rogue or summoner class, and we won't necessarily have naval content. We will have some, I guess, river stuff that we can do, but nothing specific to naval content out in the open seas that we'll be able to do. Honestly, this is just such an exciting time. We finally get to see all the hard work that the team has been putting in, and we get to actually experience it. I could not be more excited, and I know we've all been waiting and waiting and waiting for this ever since, I guess, earlier this year or late last year when they announced that the Alpha 2 was coming in 2024. So just some expectations to set, as I was saying before. There's some things that will not be in the game, and that's important to note because on August 16th, the team will be doing a live stream where they will unveil the roadmap for Alpha 2, all of the development releases and updates that will be coming. I'm sure that's subject to some change, as sometimes, when things are happening, there's things that you just kind of have to pivot to on the spot, but a lot of the content releases and development releases will be set within their roadmap, probably quarter to quarter. I'm assuming they're not going to stick to hard dates on that one. So that's super important. And something else in terms of setting expectations is the length of Alpha 2, which we don't actually have exact information on right now. But if I had to guess, I'm assuming the Alpha 2 will be a year or two long. I mean, if we think about how long it took us to go from Alpha 1 to Alpha 2, now we're talking about going from Alpha 2 to Beta 1, so on and so forth. So that's keeping in mind that there is a lot of work that still needs to be done by the team, a lot of things that still need to be developed and fleshed out, and ultimately, get to a more final state. You can imagine that they'll be tweaking a lot of things within the game. There's a lot of numbers and balancing that will likely take place during Alpha 2, all that fun stuff. So I'm just glad that we're going to see a roadmap of how this is all going to play out. And that, on August 16th, I guess we'll actually have a great idea of exactly how long the Alpha 2 is planned to be for, probably with a little bit of flexibility of a few months, just, thinking in mind how long it's going to take them to make updates and do all this development. So my personal hope is to test the living crap out of Alpha 2. I mean, I literally could not be more excited. I've said this multiple times on this channel. Alpha 2 and Ashes of Creation, I guess not specifically just Alpha 2, but Ashes of Creation is the only game I've been excited for years. And I have a bunch of events that I'm starting to plan out for what I'm going to do in Alpha 2, and I'm hoping to see all of you there. Can't wait to play, can't wait to hop on and engage with everyone that's been watching this channel. More importantly, can't wait to see what they've done. We've been watching the live streams for years, since Alpha 1. Obviously, some of you here were in Alpha 1 and got to play the game then, but the game has changed so much between Alpha 1 and Alpha 2, at least just from watching all these live streams, that I feel like it's going to be a lot more of an actually fleshed out MMO, whereas Alpha 1 was kind of like, hey, we're just getting some of the systems in place. We have the, parts of the world built, so on and so forth. They did not discuss whether or not we are going to be able to access the whole world or if we're just going to get parts of the world. My hope is that we get the whole world, but being realistic, I'm not totally sure that we're actually going to get that, right? I mean, there's a lot. The world is massive. I think from some of the Alpha 1 testers, that they did the math and it would take you, somewhere around 20 to 30 minutes to go from, the top of a continent to the bottom of the continent on a mount. So it's that's a lot of time to actually cross the world, right? And to that point too, maybe we only get one of the continents, but we get all of it. Who actually knows? And I think in the roadmap live stream on August 16th, we're going to get a lot of that information. We'll be able to set a lot of expectations around what we're going to see, what we're going to be able to play, what sort of testing that they're looking to do. As far as what I was talking about with events that I'm going to plan, I want to do things with a lot of people and ultimately try and break the game in certain ways. I feel like just really engaging in the most massive PvP possible to see if we can bring down some servers. Maybe, hopefully not, crash the entire realm. Who actually knows? But the point is that I want to test everything, and along that same point, I plan on playing an immense amount. And in fact, I'm so happy that this game is coming out in October, because I will actually have a ton of free time for reasons that I can't say right now, but will be announcing in one of my live streams in the next week or two, to let everyone know what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be pivoting in life to be, I'll say, no-lifing the Alpha 2 for a while, as well as just, I guess, ultimately playing a lot of games on stream and spending a lot of time with all of you, a lot of time creating content for everyone. I know there's been a little bit of a lull over the last few weeks. I've been busy, and also waiting for, the Bard live stream. And I think we all, as content creators, have been kind of waiting for things to develop, and really just had a lot of anticipation for the live stream that happened today. We knew the Alpha 2 was going to be announced, or at least we had a feeling that it was, with seeing the Bard update, which, if you watched me last week, is the class that I plan on playing for the majority of Alpha 2. So again, I could not be more excited. To reiterate, we'll be getting Alpha 2 in October. Freaking exciting, freaking amazing. Cannot wait to just hop on this game and play with all of you out there, and set up all these crazy events for us to do just crazy things within the world of Vera. So with that said, thank you all for watching. I've got a lot more content coming. It's in the works, I swear. Ignore the lull. I will be live streaming a lot more too going forward. I've been doing about once or twice a week. I'm trying to get that up to 3 or 4 times. In October, it's likely that I'll be live streaming almost every day. So there will be no lack of Moonman in your life. You can come join me on the space station, and we can all build this rocket. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Moonman out.